Hey babes, in this video, I'm going to be sharing some tips for switching to cleaner, safer, non-toxic skincare and beauty products. And also, I'm going to share a little bit about my journey too and why I think this is so important. Now, if you have watched any of my videos before, if you are a subscriber, if you've commented, if you've shared a video, I just want to say welcome back and thank you so much for watching. If you are new around here, I think you'll want to hit that subscribe button because I share holistic wellness tips. I share my journey with fibroids and tips for how I've been able to overcome that. And also, I just share overall all things wellness and all things being your best self. So if that is for you, be sure to hit that subscribe button and also let me know in the comments if there is a topic pertaining to any of that you'd like me to cover. But first, I want to start off by saying I don't create anything or any videos or any content to create any kind of fear or panic. This video is simply to help to educate you, give you more information, and just help you make better choices. That's always my goal, is to educate so that women are empowered to make better choices for themselves. You've probably noticed that I am actually in my closet today. And this is a little bit of a change in scenery from a lot of my other videos. But today I'm in my closet sitting at my vanity because I need to touch up my makeup. And since I'm talking about clean beauty, I figured this was a good opportunity for me to talk to you guys about this topic and also touch up my makeup because my son has a baseball game later, and also I want to shoot some more videos, so this just kind of makes it easier for me. So I hope you don't mind. I don't think I've ever done a video like this before. So just bear with me, like if I'm looking away from the camera or anything like that. I'm going to try to stay as engaging as possible while I'm doing this. In America, there are known endocrine disruptors, known carcinogens, and other potentially harmful chemicals in some of our skincare and um, makeup products, unfortunately. Having said that, some people feel like the whole idea of clean beauty is a scam. I personally don't think it's a scam. I do think there are companies that kind of take advantage of the marketing of how these things are marketing. And so I'm doing this video because I really want you to be aware and I really want to show you how to, avoid basically getting scammed by some companies who claim to be clean or claim to have safer non-toxic products but might actually not be on the up and up. The reason that switching to cleaner, safer skincare products has been important to me is because as a person with fibroids, or if you have PCOS, if you have endometriosis, if you have painful periods, the last thing that I want to do is put chemicals in my body or on my skin that have endocrine disruptors in them. And by the way, if you're not familiar with what an endocrine disruptor is, endocrine disruptors are, well, they can actually be foods, but they, in this context, we're talking about chemicals or substances that can mimic hormones in the body. Typically, when we talk about endocrine disruptors, when it comes to beauty and skincare products, we're talking about substances that might mimic estrogen in the body. And so again, if you're like me, if you have fibroids, if you have painful periods, the last thing that you want to do is put something on your skin, which is the largest organ in your body, which does actually absorb the things that you put on it. You don't want to put endocrine disruptors onto your skin to go into your system. So if you're someone who's dealing with fibroids, if you're someone who is dealing with a health condition, again, this is something that you do want to be mindful of. There is some, I guess, opposing opinion or opposing conversation about this, that some people believe that clean beauty or non-toxic beauty is a scam because their opinion is that, or they're of the mind that without some of these chemicals or substances, products will go bad faster. The performance of the products won't be the same. They will grow mold and bacteria, which can be harmful as well. And to some degree, I do agree with that a little bit. However, there are plenty of brands who have somehow managed to figure out how to create products that don't have harmful chemicals in them. And again, for me, I would rather err on the safe side as a person who is already dealing with a condition, because keep in mind, we can't always avoid a lot of the pollutants that are around us. We can't avoid all of the chemicals and things that we come in contact with. So for me, if there is an area of my life that I can control and I can help, I want to do the best that I can in that area. Now, that was a really general and brief overview because I'm trying to keep this video short. But I will post a link to a blog post that I have that where I go a little bit more into detail about clean beauty standards, and also about just more in detail about like some of the stats for, why I think clean beauty is necessary. So let's jump into my tips. Now, my 3 tips for switching to cleaner, safer beauty products is going to help you ease into this transition. Again, without the panic, it's going to help you find the products that you need, and you can do this over time. There's no need to throw away everything you have, and start over today. My first tip is to sort through what you already have. Now, this tip is for my girls who, and you know who you are, you have too much makeup, you have too much skincare, you just have too many products. You probably don't use like half of what you already have. And I'm saying that as someone who, but then also a long time ago, I used to be a makeup artist. And so I had like all kinds of free stuff that I got from brands, and from working in a department store. So when I first started doing this, I had so much stuff to go through. But go ahead, go see what you have, see what you're actually using. If you have stuff that's expired, go ahead and throw it away. By the way, if you are not sure about whether your item is expired, first of all, you can look at it. If you have like powders, they'll have kind of like a bumpy top on them, or they might be discolored. Throw that away. If you have something, I'm trying to look. So most makeup has, it's like a little container on the top. This is too small for you guys to see. But most makeup brands will put there's like a little container on the bottom, and it tells you, it'll say like 6M or 12M or 18M. That is how many months you can keep a product, or it's recommended for you to keep a product. So if it is past its expiration, if you know you've had it past its expiration, go ahead, throw it away, get rid of it. Your next step is going to be to scan or search all the stuff that you have on the Environmental Working Group, or EWG's, Skin Deep database. So there are 2 ways that you can do this. You can download the app on your phone, and the app is actually called the Healthy Living app. You can download that Healthy Living app on your phone. And if your items have a barcode on them or you still have boxes for stuff, you can scan that. You can also search the items by name. Another way that you can do this, if you can't find an item in there, you can actually copy and paste the ingredients from for the item. Find a description of the item, copy and paste the ingredients into the Skin Deep database, and it'll give you a report to help you determine how clean or safe that product is. Regardless of which method you use, I'm going to suggest you get like those stickers. You know, the little stickers that when you're at garage sales and you see like and they put like the price on there and they're different colors. I think they're like red, yellow, and green. I suggest you use one color, like say you use green for the stuff that you're going to keep, and you can stick it on the bottom of the item or whatever, and you use red for the items that don't have a good rating. So the EWG rates makeup and skincare 1 through 10. So the lower rating is better. So anything that's either EWG verified, which would be like a 0, to about 3 or 4 is probably going to be okay to use. Anything above that, I myself personally would just avoid. Items with fragrance in them, I avoid parabens, um, any kind of formaldehyde ingredients, I avoid those. Those are just like my top 3 that I'm just like absolutely not. Now, for your items that end up with the red sticker or they are not, super great or don't have a great rating in the database, those are the items that you are going to look for replacements for. Now, again, you don't have to throw everything away right now. But if you are coming to the end of an item, go ahead and start searching. The real key to switching is doing your research ahead of time. So go ahead, just pick one item. Again, you don't have to replace everything. Places that you can find replacement products are at the actual EWG website. So you can search items on their site. And I want to say when you search their I want to say when you search EWG verify, items actually come up first. So that is helpful. You can also check my site. I have several blog posts with products that I've used that I talk about on the blog post. Also, if there's any like review of any particular products that you want to see, you can let me know that in the comments as well. Another way that you can find replacements for your items is depending on where you shop. Say you're looking for a new concealer. You search concealer on their site, and this works well for both Target and Sephora. It kind of can work for Ulta too. I've tried it on Ulta, but I find that I have better results on Target and Sephora. So you search the item. So let's say you search concealer, put that in the search bar. The items, it'll have items that pop up. Now, both Sephora and Target have clean at designations. So they have clean at Sephora or clean at Target. When you go to the filter, you just check that clean box. And then also what I like to do is go in and check no fragrance added as well, because even though Target and Sephora do have clean beauty products, they do still consider products with fragrance added as clean. At least that's the case at the time that I'm recording this video. So I go in and I check no fragrance added to filter those results out even more to get the products that I prefer. This step is gonna take a while depending on how many items you have to replace. This step might take you a while. And also, I know I talked about skincare and makeup in this video, but I would actually divide this up and maybe do your skincare first and then do this for your makeup second, or however you want to do it. But I would divide it up just to make the process a little bit more manageable, especially if you just are a person who has a lot of products. And even in doing this, you might even want to consider cutting down on some of the products that you're using, because that might even make this process more helpful for you. And I forgot to share the powder that I used. Y'all don't judge me because I dropped this and so it's broken. Ooh, y'all, the powder that I'm using is also by Kosas. Kosas, I think that's the name of it. I dropped it and broke the container. But by the way, I really love this powder. It's super light. I don't always wear foundation, so on days like this where I'm just gonna be running some errands and out and about, this like does the job. And even if you have drier skin, I have oilier skin, but I love this powder. But I think even if you have drier skin, you'll love this powder too, because it's not super dry, and you can't, and it does give you enough coverage for you to just wear it by itself. But back to the steps. I just wanted to share that. And the lip gloss that I'm using, I got this from Sephora as like a gift with purchase, and it's by the same brand. So one thing I will say is when you start switching to cleaner, non-toxic products, you will end up using a lot of the same brands. I just kind of find that I'm always open to finding new things, but I do tend to gravitate towards the same brands all the time. So just something to keep in mind, that some brands, like everything that they have is clean. That's their thing, that's their brand philosophy. So sometimes it's just easier to buy everything from those brands. And I hope I'm saying this right. Kosas is one of those brands that I end up just getting a lot of stuff from. But this is their wet lip oil. It does the and there it is. It doesn't really have a lot of color. Just this particular one I got doesn't give me too much color, just a nice shine. This color is called unbuttoned. And it's just a nice neutral lip gloss. If you I'm For some reason I'm not big into like a clear lip gloss. I like something that has just like a little color in it, and this does the trick for me. So I'm probably gonna just go ahead and buy the full size of this. Sorry, I didn't mean to go off on a tangent about the makeup, but I hope that you guys found this video helpful. Okay, so before I go, I would like to know if you have any non-toxic brands that you really love, or non-toxic products that you love and recommend. Also, if there's something that you are trying to replace, drop it in the comments and I will let you know if I have found a clean or non-toxic dupe for that item. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and share this video with someone else who is on their wellness journey, or who might be dealing with fibroids, painful periods, and is trying to make some lifestyle changes.